Welcome back to Inside Out, where we are helping you transform yourself, soul, body, and image. We have today on our show guests that are inspiring others to hope. And our third guest today is Livia Pewtress. So Livia, welcome to our show. Of course, we've got the lovely Eugenia here with us as well. And we want to find out all about you, Livia. I actually want to tell our viewers first about how I got connected with you, or an experience that I had with you. So I'd known you for a while, but we had connected on Facebook, and I was in a snowmobile accident in December. And actually, as part of that snowmobile accident, I had a head injury that triggered depression, it triggered anxiety and OCD, and basically I was told I had to lay in a dark room until I got over it. So I was really struggling. It was basically like I was a prisoner in my own head in this living hell. It was a really dark and bad time for me, and I posted something on Facebook, and Livia actually reached out with a poem that she had written that absolutely inspired me and really touched me very deep down in my heart. And so I know that you inspired hope in me, so thank you so much. I want to know more about you and how you got to that point where you are so in tune and so intuitive that you can reach out and inspire hope to others. So tell us a little bit about you.
Thank you so much. That's honored that it makes a difference for you. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, my story actually kind of began 4 or 5 years ago. And I feel like I had everything. I was married, I have cute kids, I do the whole thing, you know, running back and forth from school all day, we do what everybody does, right? Mm-hmm. And as we're doing this, I found that part of me was dying. Like I wasn't as connected to my spirit as I remembered being before. And I felt like my prayers didn't have the depth that I wish they did. And I was actually really, really sick, and my feet were hurting, my wrists were hurting. I couldn't carry my 8-pound baby without crying. It was bad.
So you were in it really, it sounds like you were in a discouraging place where you were sick, not only on the inside, but also on the outside as well.
Yeah, and in general, I was a healthy person, so I didn't think of it as, I was really sick. But as I look back, I was like, oh my gosh, this and this and this, and all of it was all at the same time. Right. It was pretty intense. Looking back, I can see that. When I was in it, I was like, oh, it's no big deal, because I tend to not focus on the negative, so I would just kind of push it away and not worry about it. Right. And so as I was in this, I came to realize, I had a friend that shared with me some natural solutions, and they helped me so much. And I'm one of those people that when I find something that is super awesome, I have to share it. I can't keep it to myself. I have to say, yeah, you're struggling? Oh, good luck with that. I can't do that.
Now, are these natural solutions, when you say that, are they the solutions that helped with your physical pain, or are they the ones that helped with your emotional pain?
Mostly physical. Okay. They do help emotionally too, which I've learned since then. At the beginning, I didn't know that. So it's physical, it's emotional, as well as the things that journey sent me on. It was a mental thing, as being able to transform from the inside out, just like your show is all about, which I love.
Perfect.
And it basically gave me this option that I would go and I would teach other people. And I wanted to say, hey, this thing's going to help you. It's really great. But what I really wanted to say was, you do this, you're going to change your life, because you realize that you have an option. You're not stuck with what everybody else has told you for your entire life. If that's how you grew up, that doesn't mean that's how you have to continue your life, and that you can break out. And so
give us a couple. Message. Yeah. So give us a couple of examples. Of how that helped you. Like a couple. How did you get through it? Because you said there was some help. So how did you do it exactly?
So originally it began with the natural solutions, that I would start with that, and I'd have these things, and they were at my fingertips, and I could say, oh my gosh, my head hurts so bad today, or my child is grumpy, what can I do? And it was right at my fingertips. I could grab it and I could help my children. I could, heal, support our body in doing the healing itself in where I was. And then I began learning more about your mindset and realizing that the words we speak are so powerful.
Absolutely.
That as we can literally design our life with what we say.
Wow.
Which was
it's like a vibration, right? Coming out of your mouth. And it just almost, it is put out there into the universe, right? And then it appears.
So what are some of the things that we can say for those viewers out there that are struggling with hope, that maybe have some of that physical or emotional pain and despair that you also went through yourself? What are some things that they can say? If words have such power to them, how would you suggest they go about doing that?
The first thing I would say is just take it in the moment. So if you can say, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so discouraged, then in that second you could say, no, I'm not, I'm full of energy. And it's interesting for my children.
But what if you're not feeling that way though? Because for me, I was just saying a second ago, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling so tired, I'm drained. But I literally am feeling that way. So how do you snap out of that, really? Because it is a feeling. I'm feeling literally tired.
Yeah. You do.
Or hopelessness.
And it's interesting, though, that you can actually shift it by what you say. Because so with my kids, like, we'd go outside in the winter and I get so cold. I would go out there and
that's me.
freezing, right? And so we'll be walking through and I'll tell my daughter, I'm like, Hawaii, we're thinking of Hawaii.
Oh, I love how you use that trick.
Got it. Okay.
Can't you feel the hot sand?
Yeah.
And as I talk myself through it and try to get to that feeling place where I can imagine, feel what it would be like to be there, that it actually made me not as cold as I would have been otherwise.
I love that. I love the power of thought. I love the power of words. I love what you're doing. That's a lot of love. I have a lot of love for you, Olivia. When we come back, find out how you can get a hold of Olivia. If you want to work with her, find out a little bit more about what she does. And we're also going to hear from Lorena Joy Stewart on some amazing ways we can keep our bodies healthy, fit, and full of energy. See you in a minute.